Hello everybody, and welcome to Aces Field on a overcast, kind of gloomy, and to be honest with you, a little bit on the cool side this Tuesday afternoon here on the 20th day of October. We're getting ready for junior high football action here on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. Going to be live streaming the game for you this afternoon. We always try to get at least one junior high and at least one junior varsity football game in every season. And we've got a JV game in earlier. And today's the day for the junior high. It'll be the Fairview Apaches here to take on the Aces in junior high football action. Hi everybody, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Brian Williams is here with me. He'll be operating the iPad Pro camera. And we're going to have the live stream for you of the junior high football game. Now these are 7th and 8th graders. So it's a good chance to sort of see some of the up and coming talent. I do have a roster for the Hicksville squad, but I do not have one for Fairview. Not able to get one. So we'll be able to do names with the numbers for the Aces, but the Fairview squad, we're just going to be able to identify them by their numbers. So if you're one of our viewers over in the Central Local School District, apologize for that. And don't bother trying to send us an email or anything like that. We can't print anything out up here in the press box right now. They're pretty much all shut down now that the varsity football home games have wrapped up. We're ready to get things started here. Aces are in position. The Apaches are in their huddle. And again, at this level, they do not do the opening kickoffs and so forth. 8-minute quarters. So these games last a little, not quite as long as the varsity or the JV games. So here we go. Our first snap of the afternoon, it's a high one, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper for the Apaches. Motoring down across the 40 out to about the 42, 43 yard line. Their quarterback is number 15. Or at least I think that's number 15 was the quarterback. We'll get it figured out as we go along. Again, they put down a little piece of high visibility orange tape to let the center know where to place the football. Another snap to their quarterback. The quarterback is number 2. It's a quick handoff to number 21, who cuts over towards the sideline, works his way back in towards the field, and is finally taken down right around the 15-yard line. So about a 42-yard run from scrimmage for number 21. He'll head over to the sideline to catch his breath in all likelihood after a run that far. And the Apaches, they have marked him down officially at the 16-yard line, are in the red zone for the first time this afternoon. This time number 16, the ball carrier. He'll get down near the 10-yard line before they take him down. Pickup of about 5, 2nd and 5, as they'll mark him at the 11. Quarterback keeper, number 2, not much there. Might have got a yard or two. Looks like they're going to give him forward progress to about the 9. Maybe even the 8-yard line, where it will be 3rd and about 3 for the Apaches. Aces defense looking to hold him here and keep him out of the end zone. Man in motion, pitch off, that's number 15 again. Number 15 looking for the corner, and I think he made it. Touchdown, Apaches. So Fairview number 15 scampers in from 8 yards out and gets the Fairview squad on the scoreboard first, 6-0. And we'll see what they do here for the extra point conversion, if they have someone that attempts the kick or if they go for two. I'm thinking they're going for two. Again, their quarterback is number 2. Number 15 in motion. And a quick handoff to the inside. Powering forward. And the hands go up. So the 2-point conversion succeeds. And with 5:27 left to go in our first quarter, the Apaches jump out to the early lead here in this junior high football game, 8-0. So the teams will huddle up, and again, they don't kick off after scores at this level. So the Aces will get the ball 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Now they still will punt if they have a 3-and-out. But they do not do the kickoffs at the start of the half or after the scores. And a lot of times they don't punt either. They just play all 4 downs. So here we go. The Aces first look at their offense. Ball carried by Brant Langham, wearing number 8. Langham getting him about a yard. And you'll have to forgive me if I'm a little hesitant, at least early on. The roster that we have for the Aces is not in numerical order. So I have to kind of scan and find the number I'm looking for. Their quarterback is number 10. That's Garrett Turnbull. Works out of the shotgun. Almost, he did get him. Number 63 for the Apaches took that step into the neutral zone with the hard count, and that'll get the Aces 5 yards the easy way. Turnbull snap over his head. They run back and fall on it. There's not much else they can do. So bad snap will back the Aces all the way up to about their 30-yard line. They're going to actually mark him at the 31. We'll make it 3rd down and about 14, 15 yards for the Aces. We got to kind of guesstimate here, because again, it's a junior high game, so they don't have the full staff here and only limited functionality of the scoreboard. Turnbull puts a man in motion. That's number 12, Boston Graber. Turnbull puts the ball in the air, and it's picked off on the bounce. Number 15 heads back, pick 6 for the Apaches. And a flag thrown at about the time he's crossing into the end zone. So the pass was deflected, bounced up into the air, and the Fairview player picks it off and headed straight for the end zone. Made it in, and they're walking back, so I don't know if they're going to count the score. They haven't put it on the scoreboard. Consultation with the officials. And it is going to be a touchdown for Fairview, but it also is an infraction against them, so I'm assuming that they will take the yardage on the first play after the score. But we'll still wait and see, because there's another conference going on now between the head official and the head coach of the Aces. So evidently, whatever the infraction was, it must have taken place after he broke the plane and went into the end zone. That's why the score will stand, and right now it is on the scoreboard, 14-0 Apaches. And so they will mark off the penalty yardage, I'm assuming, when the Aces get the ball back and go back on offense. Either that or they're doing it now for the extra point attempt. Putting it at the 7. We'll see. And number 16 carries the ball, and he gets into the end zone and make it 16-0. So after capitalizing on the interception, the Apaches out to an early lead. Still 3:37 to go in our first quarter here at Aces Field. Junior high football action on Hicksville Community Television. Bill and Brian, glad to be here. Probably going to be the last time that we're up here in the press box this season, unless some other kind of special event comes up that we're not aware of. But good to be back here one last time and be able to bring you at least one of the junior high games this season. Kids work hard and they play hard, and we like to give them a little airtime. Welcome all of you who are joining us on this live stream. Glad to have you with us. Of course, we're waiting to see how things go in the opening night of volleyball sectional action tonight, because that's what's going to determine who and where the Aces play on Thursday in their first sectional volleyball game. Hopefully we'll have that information for you tomorrow when we do our Wednesday live stream update here on the Facebook page. Another high snap, but this time Turnbull corrals it. Pitch out. That's again to Brant Langham, number 8. Langham will get to the 48-yard line. Pick up of a call. They're going to mark him at the 47, a gain of 2. That'll make it 2nd and 8. The Aces did get that extra yardage after that foul. So they started on the 45-yard line. So whatever the penalty was, I think it was a hold. It was like a 10-yard penalty or... Turnbull. This time he hands the ball off to Jaden Rosales. Rosales dives ahead, gets across midfield, and they're going to put the ball at the Apaches' 47-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 2 for Hicksville. As the first train of the afternoon goes by in the background. We're used to that happening several times, games here at Aces Field. Garrett Turnbull. And again, it snaps over his head, but it goes right into the hands of Langham. Langham tries to make something happen on the direct snap, but not able to, and they're going to drop him back near the original line of scrimmage. Ball's going to be at the 46-yard line of the Aces now, 4th down. So the Aces now with a 4th and 9. And they're going to punt it away. High, short punt. And it takes an Aces bounce. It hit at the 35-yard line and went the wrong way. Aces jump on it as quickly as they can, but it's going to be at the 38-yard line for the Apaches when they go back on offense. So the Aces with a 3 and out. So the Apaches put a man in motion. They pitch it right to him. That's Fairview number 6, who gets out to the 45-yard line. Pickup of about 7, make it 2nd and 3. Throw, almost intercepted, almost caught. It was a duel between number 15 for the Apaches and number 3, Cross Zedike, for the Aces. Neither of them able to control the ball, so it'll be an incomplete pass, and it'll bring up 3rd down with 50 seconds left in our opening quarter. So Fairview on a 3rd and 3, dropping back, and manages to elude one tackler, but not the second. And Fairview's quarterback, number 2, gets taken down at the 45-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down and 3 yards to go for the Apaches. 16-0, Fairview with the lead as we're down into the closing seconds of our first quarter. Working out of the shotgun. Quarterback keeper. And he's going to get the first down and more. The quarterback heads for the sideline, shakes a tackler. And they finally get him around the ankles and drag him down at about the 18, 17-yard line. So Hicksville not able to hold him off on a 4th and 3. And another strong run for the Fairview Apaches takes them down into the red zone once again, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So we've played the first 8 minutes, and after 1 here at this junior high football game, it's the Fairview Apaches 16 and the Aces nothing. So we'll get ready to get the second half the second quarter underway here shortly. And we'll take a little time to thank our football broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible. That's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, brand new, pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you can check out the entire dealer inventory for both dealerships from the safety of your home online at jimschmidtauto.com. And if you see something you like, you can make arrangements to stop by either dealership to look at the vehicle in person. If you don't see what you like, or if you have any questions, just shoot them an email. They'll always do the very best they can to find you exactly the vehicle that you are looking for. It's all about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. So proud to have them as our football broadcast underwriters here on Hicksville Community Television. All right, we're going to switch ends of the field. And we resume action. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Apaches after that long run on 4th down. That's taken them inside the Aces' 20-yard line. Apaches going to put the ball in the air again. It's caught. It's number 33 making the grab. He's across the 10, across the 5, and they get him around the just above the ankles and pull him out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. That'll make it 1st and goal for Fairview. So the Apaches looking to go up 3 scores here. They've got a 1st and goal at the Aces 3-yard line. High snap, quarterback keeper, powering straight ahead. And they're going to bring him up just shy. He makes it down to about the 1-yard line. So 2nd and goal. I got to kind of watch myself too. There's a few leaves that have blown onto the playing field, and they're kind of yellowish. So I have to check every now and then because it looks like it might be a flag on the field, but so far, nope, just a leaf. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. High snap, but controlled. Quarterback keeper, and they're gonna drop him, and might have made it back to the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't make it into the end zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Vocal fans over on the other side of the field exhorting their Apaches to get into the end zone. Kind of quiet here on the Aces side. Quarterback keeper, and now it's just too easy. Straight ahead and into the end zone. Touchdown Fairview as they go up now by 3 scores, 22-0 with the extra point attempt pending. The Apaches, we're guessing, don't have anybody that can kick a field goal, so they've been going for 2. Ball in the air, caught, dropped. So the extra point attempt will be unsuccessful. Now they're still 2 out of 3 on their 2-point conversion attempts. That's not too bad, 67%. But the score will remain 22-0, Fairview, with 6:20 to go in our first half. Now we do want to let you know that halftime is usually about 10 minutes for the junior high games. And there's no band or anything like that, so in all likelihood, Brian and I are going to end this live stream at the end of the first half, and then we'll be back with you about 8-10 minutes afterwards, and we'll have the second half for you. So we'll take a little bit of a break, and you can too. Go raid the refrigerator, whatever you want to do at halftime, and then rejoin us, as we'll have all the second half action for you as well here on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. All right, back in action. Aces with the ball, their own 35-yard line, trailing 22-0. Turnbull low snap, backs up, pulls it in, fumbles it. The Aces fall on it. That'll be about a 5-yard loss. So a fumble, but the Aces manage to recover. They fall on it at the 20, well, it's right between the 29 and the 30-yard line. So we'll say the 30-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 15 for the Aces. Quick handoff. Strong run, bounces off one defender. And some good positive yardage for Brant Langham as Langham gets back the lost yardage and a couple more. That'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Aces. But 3rd and, let's see, looks to be about 3rd and 8. That's better than 3rd and 15. So here we go. Aces looking to put something together here offensively for the first time this afternoon. Another good snap. And a good run. First down yardage. Again, Grant Langham with the carry. And Langham gets him near midfield and moves the chains. First and 10 Aces from their own 49-yard line. 4:48 to go until halftime. Snap and another handoff. And this time they're waiting for him, and Langham barely makes him, might have even lost a yard. I don't think he quite made it back to the original line of scrimmage. So make it 2nd and 11 for Hicksville. Aces come up to the line. Clock rolling, just under 4 minutes now. Pitch out at the last minute. This could be trouble, and he's going to try to throw it. It's going to be a little bit short. A little bit of a razzle-dazzle attempt as Turnbull pitched the ball to Langham, and then Langham tried to throw it downfield, and he had a couple of guys in his face, so he wasn't able to really get a lot on the ball, and it was about 3 or 4 yards short of the intended receiver. So incomplete pass, and that'll bring up 3rd and 11. Turnbull this time gets the ball away, and it's intercepted. And it'll be Apache's ball. His intended receiver, number 1, Jaden Rosales. And it looked as if Rosales went left when Turnbull was expecting him to go right when he threw that ball. And the Apache defender was able to cut over and grab the ball. Second turnover of the afternoon for the Aces. That hurts. So now the defense going to need to step up and see if they can get a 3 and out of the Apaches this time around. Fairview leading again 22-0. We've got 3:44 to go in our opening half. Quick toss, caught. And he's wrapped up after picking up about 2 or 3 yards over on the far sideline. Again, we do not have a roster for the Apaches, so there's no disrespect intended when I'm only referring to them by their numbers. I don't have a list of names. Their quarterback wears number 2, working out of the shotgun. Quick handoff to the inside, and the Aces are waiting for him. He might have got a yard, but a good job with the stop again from Hicksville as they get it out now to the 44-yard line where it'll be 3rd and about 7. 3rd and a long 6. Need to get to their own 49-yard line. And they're going to wrap him up and drop him for a loss back at the 40-yard line. Good defense. That's going to bring up 4th down. And we're going to have a timeout on the field. So our first timeout of the afternoon comes with 2 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in our second quarter. The Fairview Apaches are going to be facing a 4th down and 9. The ball at their own 40-yard line. They're leading by 22 points. And so they're having a discussion. We'll see what they're going to want to do. It's a long way to go. We'll see if they're going to punt the ball away or if they're going to just take a crack at it and see what kind of yardage they can get. I'm going to guess, looks like number 21 is dropping back to punt. So first punt of the afternoon for the Apaches. Long snap is good. Kick is up. It is a short squib. It did not get much height or distance. And the Apaches fall on it at their own 48-yard line. So the Aces, I can see why they're hesitant to punt. They don't have anybody to try. They don't try to kick for extra point conversions. And, it's the 7th and 8th grade level, so it's, again, it's no disrespect if you don't have a youngster on your squad at the 7th or 8th grade level that's got to the point where they can effectively kick the ball yet. So a short punt, and the Aces get the ball back in Apache territory. 2:48 to work with in this half. Turnbull, quick handoff. Nice spin move, get away from the first tackler. They finally get him from behind and drag him down, but not before he gets to the 44-yard line. Another good run from Brant Langham. Stays in bounds, clock continues to roll. Aces will bring in the play from the sideline. That was Phineas Phillips, number 13, running it in. Quick handoff. Another nice run. Close to first down yardage. Langham gets him down to, let's see, 3rd and 1. So another good run and nice strong carry from Langham. Puts the Aces in good shape for this 3rd down play. Closing in on halftime. Another handoff to Langham from Turnbull. Langham. He'll get to the 30. I'll see whether they mark at 35-yard line or maybe the 36. They'll move the chains. It'll be first down Aces. And Hicksville's going to call a timeout. They're going to have the ball at the 36-yard line of the Apaches, 1st and 10. Minute 25 to work with before halftime. Aces would love to be able to get the ball down the field and put some points on the board before they break and head to the locker rooms for the intermission. Glad to have you here with us. Again, it's kind of a gloomy day. So that's one of the nice things about being able to live stream these contests this year. We do get one of those less than desirable weather days. You can still keep up to date with what's happening out on the gridiron. Of course, it doesn't really affect the crowd that comes on out. We still have lots of Aces faithful here rooting on these junior high kids. If you're like Brian and me, diehard fans, nothing keeps you away. Excuse me. All right, here we go. See if the Aces can keep this drive going. Turnbull works out of the shotgun. Hard count, nobody moves. Pitches it out. They're going to try and he got a man open, and it's caught. Hey, there you go. Very nice. This time, the flea flicker type of play works or whatever. It was, again, Turnbull to Langham, and then Langham launched it down to Jaden Rosales. Rosales made the grab, and 1st and 10 Aces. That's the way to get down the field. Turnbull going to hand it off to Langham again. Langham getting down around the 10-yard line before they knock him down. And we're going to have another timeout, Aces. Minute 1, that'll be their second timeout. They'll have one left. As they get down to the 10-yard line, stop the clock and set up the next play. Like I said, about 10 yards away from pay dirt and getting that goose egg off of the scorecard or the scoreboard. Well, scorecard too if you're keeping score at home. Before we get into the halftime, Brian and I will again take a little bit of a break. We'll end this live stream, but again, stay with us. Do like we do, take a little bit of a break, get something to drink, and we'll be back in about 8 minutes or so after we wrap up the first live stream. We'll get the next one started for the second half. But I can't talk for 10 minutes. Well, despite what people say, yes, I can't talk for 10 minutes.
Yes, you can.
And I'm sure you don't want to spend 10 minutes just looking at a football field. So, all right, ready to go. Minute 1. Aces at the 10. Turnbull. They're going to try it again. Ball in the air. Oh! Thrown just a little bit behind Heisler, Braxton Heisler, number 15, the intended receiver. But the clock will stop on the incompletion. It's still third down. So the Aces got a couple more cracks at it before halftime. I'm sure they are in 4-down territory. Here we go. Good snap. Rolling out. Ball in the air. Oh, it's intercepted. Number 15 steps right in front of the throw and intercepts the pass. That's just like getting punched in the stomach. What a great drive that the Aces had put together all the way down to the 10-yard line. Or just outside the 10-yard. It wasn't a first and goal. They could have got another first down around the 1. But still, you just hate to see that. 47 seconds left to go. The Apaches get the ball back on the interception. Third turnover of the afternoon for Hicksville. And here we go. We'll see what the Apaches are going to do here. The clock has stopped, so they're probably going to at least run one play. Pitch out number 6, cuts back upfield, and they'll bring him down at about the 24-yard line. Get my yard line straight here. And there'll be a foul, a flag on the play on the far side. Looks like an illegal shift against Fairview. So that'll back him up. And it'll make it 1st and 15. So the Apaches now facing a 1st and 15. 40 seconds, the clock rolling. And we'll see here if they're going to run a play or they could just take a knee and just let the clock run out. They're going to run the play and get the ball out to the 20-yard line. Clock continuing to roll with 20 seconds left to go in the half. It'll be 2nd down and about 12 if they get another playoff here. I don't think they're gonna. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that'll be the end of the first half. So we played the first 16 minutes of this junior high football game, and at halftime, it's the visiting Fairview Apaches leading the homestanding Hicksville Aces, 22-0, your halftime score. Brian and I want to say another big thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online, JimSchmidtAuto.com, underwriting our coverage. Bill and Brian with you. Bill Murphy from Hicksville Community Television. Brian Williams running the iPad Pro camera. If you are just joining us, we're just wrapping up halftime, and the visiting Fairview Apaches are in the lead 22-0. We'll get ready to get things underway. Again, at the junior high level, again, if you missed the first half, at the junior high level, it's 8-minute quarters, and they do not kick off after the scores or the start. Whatever team is going to get the ball gets it at their 35-yard line. They will punt, however, on fourth down if needed. And because of the COVID-19, the officials place a little square of high visibility orange plastic on the field, and that is the spot of the ball. The ball will remain in the hands of the center, and that's where they will place the ball to start the play. So I think that gets you all up to date. 22-0 again, Fairview, as we're ready to get our second half underway. Again, glad to have you here with us. Our live stream coverage brought to you, football underwritten by the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at JimSchmidtAuto.com. Aces with the ball to start the third quarter. Here we go. Man in motion. Snap. Turnbull tosses it back. That's Langham. Langham trying to turn the corner and not able to do it, and they're going to drop him for about a 2-3 yard loss. Back at about the 32-yard line, so let's make it 2nd and 13 for the Aces. Phillips brings in the play. Garrett Turnbull passes it along to his squad, and Aces break huddle. Turnbull's the quarterback. He wears number 10. Langham, wearing number 8, has been the workhorse for the offense so far in this game. And that'll get him 5 the easy way. Second time today, did it once in the first half too, that Turnbull's hard count has got the Apaches to jump into the neutral zone. So Turnbull gets him 5 the easy way. That makes it 2nd and about 8. Hand off. That's Langham. Langham, first down yardage. Langham is going to get wrapped up and taken to the turf by number 19 for the Apaches. They're going to mark him right at the 45-yard line in Apache territory. I also should make mention, too, if you missed the first half, I do have a roster with names and numbers for the Aces players, but I do not have a roster for Fairview. So I mean no disrespect when I don't mention their names. I don't have them, so I can only identify them by number. Again, man in motion for the Apaches. Hand off, and they're waiting for him. Grant Langham got ran into as soon as he took possession of the ball, and they sat him down back at the 49-yard line. A loss of 4 to make it 2nd and 14. Clock continues to roll with 6:12 and counting to go in our third quarter. Snap, get a hand off to Langham, and another nice run as he tiptoes up the sideline, and he'll get down to near the 30-yard line before they throw him out of bounds. Grant Langham having a good day. Hasn't been able to get into the end zone yet, but young man's picked up some serious yardage. So it'll be looking good at the stat book, but put an asterisk by it because it may be coming back. We got a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to back him up. Holding call takes him back to the 41-yard line. To make it 2nd and 24. So the Aces with a 2nd and very long. Need to pull something out of the hat here. Garrett Turnbull gets hit as he throws. Falls loose on the turf. And we'll see if it's an incomplete pass. And they are going to rule it an incomplete pass. That was mighty close. One of the benefits of watching Hicksville Community Television rather than one of the professional networks is that you don't have to go through 10 minutes of ultra slow motion and talking with the guy from New York and everything else about whether that was a fumble or a pass. We'll just go with what the officials say. They say incomplete pass. Sigh of relief from everyone over here on the Aces side of the field that they don't give up the ball again.
I'll be the guy from New York to pay him.
I'll pay you what you're worth.
Ah, yes, finally.
Man in motion. Toss back. Langham. Nice run. Langham gets first down yardage. Oh, Brant Langham. I was thrilled when he made it back to the original line of scrimmage and picked up 14. He tacked on 10 and then a little extra after that. Moves the chains. So the Aces convert on a 3rd and long. 3rd and 24. Nice job. All the way down to the 30-yard line of the Apaches. Actually, the 29-yard line of the Apaches. Another quick handoff. Looking for a hole. Cuts it back upfield. Langham. Nice move. And he'll get grabbed from behind and brought down at about the 12-yard line. And that's going to be another first down for the Aces. So the Aces into the red zone again for only the 2nd time this afternoon. Hoping to be able to capitalize this time around. Their offensive thrust in the first half was brought to an untimely end with an intercepted pass. We'll see how things go and hope things go a little better for them this time. Turnbull again puts a man in motion. Snap. Hands it off to Langham again. This time Langham is going to get wrapped up at around the 15-yard line, so it'll be another loss for the Aces. Make it 2nd and about 13. Here's the snap, pitch out. Langham.
Fumble.
And a fumble.
They recovered it.
And I think Hicksville held on to it. And they'll get a yard on the play with the fumble. Make it 3rd and 12. Garrett Turnbull gets the snap, drops back, looking to throw, ball in the air, and oh. You know that old song about how your heart skips a beat? It was off the hand of one ace receiver, and then it literally went off the hands of 2 or 3 Apaches, and then another ace before it hit the turf. So 4 or 5 guys had an opportunity to catch that pass, and 2 of them were wearing the wrong uniform, so that'll bring up 4th down, and obviously 4-down territory for the Aces in the red zone. And we'll see what they can come up with here. 3:03 to go in our 3rd quarter. Junior high football, Hicksville against Fairview. Pitch out, and he drops it. That's a live ball bouncing around, and it's going to be recovered by the Apaches again. So again, a turnover in the red zone puts an end to the Aces' offensive drive. Fairview recovers, and they're going to take over, but they're going to be deep in their end of the field. They're right at about the 4 or 5 yard line. Their quarterback wears number 2. Snap, quick handoff, and dropped.
Good tackle.
Dropped right around the 5 yard line.
Good.
That was a hard hit. We could hear that one up here. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Ball stays right there, 5 yard line. Straight up the pike. And a pickup of about 4, it looks like. 3rd and 6 now for the Apaches. We're under 2 minutes to go in our 3rd quarter. Again, we'll take a break at the end of the quarter to thank our football underwriters and switch ends of the field. Working out of the shotgun, high snap, but he gets it under control. Quick handoff. I think that was number 16 with the carry.
19.
Number 19. Thank you, Brian. And he'll come up about a yard short. So 4th and 1, deep at their end of the field. The last time the Apaches punted, did not have a lot of distance on it. They're going to go for it here on 4th and short. Golden opportunity as he drops the ball. Drops the ball, and they're running for it. There's a scrum. The Aces are saying they got it, and they do. Well, there we go. Turnabout's fair play, and this time it's the Apaches bobbling the ball, and the Aces manage to recover the loose football. And they'll get it back, 1st and 10, right there on the 10-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and goal for the Aces with 38 seconds left in our 3rd quarter. Garrett Turnbull working out of the shotgun. Brant Langham is the back behind him. Langham gets the carry. Langham gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. bring up second and goal. See if they get another playoff here before the quarter ends. 9 seconds and the clock is rolling. They're going to have to hurry. Man in motion. And they get it off with a second to go. Langham gets popped about the 5-yard line, it looks like. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So we've played 3. And there's no score in quarter number 3, so it remains Fairview 22 and Hicksville nothing. And the Aces will have the ball. Third and goal from approximately the 5-yard line. We'll see where they mark it officially when we switch ends of the field and get ready for quarter number 4 in this junior high football game. And again, while we've got a break in the action, we want to say a big thank you to our football broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Not only do not only do the dealerships make it possible for us to do the football games, they underwrite all of our Aces sports coverage for the entire school year. So not only do we get to be here with football, junior high through the varsity level, but volleyball as well, and coming up basketball and whatever other sports come along that we can cover. Remember, anytime you see Aces sports action on Hicksville Community Television, whether it's on Mediacom Channel 12, here live streaming on Facebook, or on the HIX-TV YouTube channel, they're the ones that help make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships right here in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and again online at jimschmidtauto.com. Here we go. 8 minutes left in the contest. Aces, third and goal. Battling forward, diving in, and touchdown Aces. They unwrap everybody in the pile. And I'm not sure who actually got the ball in. If it was, I couldn't tell whether it was Langham or whether it was Turnbull. I apologize for that, but it happened mighty quick, and everybody closed in around, and they were just this big scrum moving towards the goal line. Important thing is the Aces get on the board. It's now 22-6, and they're going to go for 2. Handoff. Nope, I take it back.
It was a handoff. You sure?
I thought it was a. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it was a quarter. It did. I thought the quarterback kept it, but the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. So the score remains 22-6 with 7:54 left in the contest. And the Apaches will get ready to get the ball back. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Aces break huddle first and head out onto the field. And here come the Apaches. Fairview sets. They'll work out of the shotgun too. And that's a false start. So we'll back them up 5 and make it 1st and 15. One of the receivers for the Apaches took off just a little bit early and was across the neutral zone when the ball was snapped. So So here we go, 1st and 15 now for Fairview. Up in the air, on over the head of the intended receiver, incomplete. 2nd and 15 coming up. .49, the clock stops on the incomplete pass. High snap, but they get it under control. Quick handoff onto the inside. Ball will get back to the line of scrimmage at the 30-yard line, and that's as far as he's going to get. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 15. So the Aces defense doing the job right now and not allowing Fairview much at all in the way of forward progress. Really high snap, manages to get it, but just a bad throw, and they wanted to do just a quick dump-off pass to number 16, but with the high snap, it was really kind of hard for their quarterback to be able to get that pass off with anything on it. And a bad throw, and the result is 4th down, 15 yards to go, and we're going to see another punt. Second time today, we'll see the punting team come out for the Apaches. A 7:04 to go in the game. Snap. Kick. Straight up in the air. It lands at the 45-yard line and bounces out of bounds. So once again, good field position for Hicksville coming up. .45 yards away from getting a little closer in this contest. Try to get this done before they have to turn on the lights. All right, Aces ball, 1st and 10 from Fairview's 45-yard line. Garrett Turnbull puts a man in motion. Handoff. Grant Langham. Langham's still on his feet. Langham heading towards the sideline. Langham lowers his shoulder pads and powers down right around the, I'm going to guess they're going to mark him at about the 13-yard line. Takes it inside the 15. I'm going to about the 14-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Aces with 6:40 to go. Strong run from Langham, clock rolling. Another handoff, and again, Langham's going to get the carry. He's headed towards the end zone. I don't think anybody's going to get him. Touchdown, Aces. There you have it, Grant Langham. You know for sure he's the one that carried it this time around. And that makes it 22-12 as the Aces draw to within 10. Successful 2-point conversion here, and they're only 8 points away from tying this game. Another handoff, going towards the end, and he goes in.
He got it. 15.
And that was Braxton Heisler, number 15. who scores on the 2-point conversion, and that makes it 22-14. 6:27 left in the game, and just like that, the Aces are just a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from tying this one up. Apaches will get ready to get back into action. They'll have the ball on their own 35-yard line. And Fairview's looked a little rough around the edges the last couple of offensive series they've had. And the Aces have come roaring back here in this fourth quarter. First and 10, Fairview, ball at the 35-yard line, 6 minutes and 27 seconds to go in this junior high football game, or at least in regulation. Snap, quick pitch, and that's number 6, and they're going to take him out of bounds at about the 35, 36-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 36. Pickup of 1. 2nd and 9. Snap, quick handoff, and they're going to corral him, and he's going to be brought down for little or no gain. Almost got him back in at about the 34-yard line, but he managed to elude that tackle. They're going to give him a yard forward progress. It'll be 3rd and 8 for Fairview. Whistle. All right. Had to check on something real quick. Official stop. Quarterback number 2, and that's incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And now Fairview's really got some consternation here. It's 8 yards away from moving the chain. They got to get all the way out to the 45-yard line. The Aces have been stymieing their run game here, and their punting has not been the best. They're punting it away. Only one way to get better, and that's to practice. Low snap. This time it's a good punt. And it'll be scooped up at the 30-yard line. That's Langham with the carry. He'll get across the 40, and they'll take him out at about the 43-yard line. Langham gives the ball back. That must have been Fairview's ball, so now they'll bring out Hicksville's ball. And they'll see where they officially mark it at the 42-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Aces. 5.5 minutes to go in the game, and again, Aces are only down by 8. Good offensive series. They could tie this game up. Pitch back. Langham looking to turn the corner. Not much there, but he'll get to the 47-yard line. They'll knock him out of bounds. So gain of about 5, 2nd and 5 coming up for the Aces. Clock stops with the player going out of bounds. And here we go. Snap, pitch back. Eludes one tackler. Going towards the first down marker, and he's going to move the chains. Grant Langham, another strong run, and he'll get him a first down and cross into Apache territory. Keep the clock rolling. Nearing 5 minutes to go in the contest. Handoff. And he's going to be buried back behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of about 2. Now make it 3. It's going to bring up second down and about 13 for Hicksville. And again, Fairview is kind of dialed in on the pitch back to Langham here, and they've dropped him now for a loss twice in a row. So we're back onto the Aces side of the field now. Third down. Ball is at the 47, 48 yard line. Third and about 17. Quick handoff this time. A good run, but not quite enough to get even back to the original line of scrimmage. 4th and 11 coming up. And it looks like they're going to send out the punting squad. And did somebody call timeout? I'm assuming somebody did. So I'm not sure. I'm guessing Fairview called the timeout to give themselves a little extra time after they punt and they get the ball back. It's 22-14. The Apaches leading the Aces here. The junior high football game at Aces Field. Hicksville. Faced with a 4th and 11, in all likelihood about to punt the ball away. We'll see if they've got something cooked up their sleeve here. Here come the Aces. 3:13 left on the clock. Hicksville getting ready to punt it away. High snap. He's not going to be able to kick it. Going to throw it. Oh! Almost pulled off the miracle there. Langham had a high snap and was not able to pull it down. And he got, and so he tried to do what he could and hurled a pass down towards number 1, Jaden Rosales.
Almost.
And I don't know if they threw a flag but then picked it up with the incomplete pass. Might have been an illegal receiver downfield or something like that. Who knows? But the long and short of it is that they wave the flag after they pick it up. And it's going to be first and 10 Fairview from where the Aces had it last at Fairview's 47-yard line. Quick handoff and across midfield to about the 48-yard line of the Aces. And the Aces are going to take their first time out. Again, 22-14 our score. 2:55 left to go in this junior high game in regulation. Bill and Brian here with you on Hicksville Community Television on our Facebook page. Glad to have you with us and hope you are enjoying the live stream coverage. Glad to be able to be out here to cover the junior high Aces at least once this season. We try to get them on at least once every year. Getting ready in the next week or so to wrap up the football season. Volleyball into sectional tournament action, so coming close to the gap between the fall and winter sports. But we're not there yet. Man in motion, number 15, and flag thrown. When one guy's moving, another guy can't move.
2 more offsides.
So that'll back him up 5. And now it's 2nd and 10. So the false start negates the positive yardage from the first down play. They'll try it again. This time it's a quarterback keeper. And again, he'll get back to about the Aces' 48-yard line. They'll bring him down. It'll be 3rd down and about 5. Clock rolling as we're approaching 2.5 minutes left to go in our contest. Again, these are the 7th and the 8th graders playing right now, so we'll be calling some of these names in a few years when we're doing varsity action. Ball is loose and Aces fall on it. It's going to be Hicksville's ball right at midfield. Loose ball and the Aces drop on the fumble and they'll get it back 1st and 10 right in midfield. So the Aces doing a good job capitalizing on the turnovers here in the second half of this junior high game. Again, they're within 8 points of tying this one up. And they're going to have the ball back in midfield with 2 minutes and 7 seconds to work with. Here we go. What's turned out to be a very enjoyable junior high football game this afternoon. Snap. Drop back. Ball's in the air, and it's going to be picked off. And they say, nope, it went through his hands. He caught it on a 1-hop. So the Aces dodge a bullet there and avoid the interception. 2 minutes exactly. We don't do a 2-minute warning at the junior high level, or at the high school level for that matter. So the Aces dodge a bullet. You can hear everybody kind of hold their breath here on this side of the field where that ball was in the air. Didn't have a lot on it. And it's 2nd and 10. Hicksville. They retain possession. Quick pass, caught. Number 12, Bronson Graber. Graber stays on his feet. Gets some good positive yardage. Not enough to move the chains, but still enough to give them a 3rd and 2. Very manageable 3rd down for Hicksville. Minute and 50. As on top of everything else, Graber steps out of bounds and stops the clock. Aces still have, I think, 2 timeouts left. Quarterback keeper. And I don't think he got it. That's going to bring up 4th down, as he might have got about 6 inches. Not much at all. Timeout on the field. That's going to be the Aces. Wanting to talk it over. They'll be looking at a 4th and 2 when they come out of this timeout. Minute 33 left in the game, at least in regulation. The Aces are only a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from tying it up. They'd love to do that. But they got a long way to go and a short time to get there. If you start singing that Jerry Reed song, I'll hit you.
Do you like it? Yes. Done then? That you don't have?
We've got more football coming up later this week. We'll fill you in on that real quick when we wrap up this contest. Quick snap, dropping back, ball in the air, drops. And the Aces are going to turn it over on down. Fairview is going to get the ball back. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Apaches at their own 42-yard line. Minute 28 left in regulation. And if the Aces do wind up not winning this game, it will not be for their lack of trying. What a great comeback for the junior high Aces here in this 4th quarter. Putting together a couple of really nice scoring drives, capitalizing on loose balls, recovering fumbles. A lot of positive things happening out there on the field, even if it doesn't turn into a W for them. Diving ahead about the 45-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Aces. They'll stop the clock with a minute 21. And I think that might be their last timeout. I think that I know it's at least their second one that they took, but I thought they took one earlier. We'll see. If they get another timeout, I'm wrong. If they don't, I'm right. Minute 21 to go here. And again, you are watching junior high football action here on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. I want to thank all of you for joining us for our live stream this afternoon. Bill and Brian up here in the press box. And really, this has been a pretty good football game. Enjoyed being here. It's been a fun game to call. Here come the Apaches. They've got a 2nd and about 7 staring at them. Minute 21, and they're looking to protect that 8-point lead. That time the Aces bite on the hard count, and that'll moving it the wrong way. Setting Trojan. Okay. So the official picked up the marker and started going towards the wrong end zone. So it becomes a second, or make that a 3rd and 3. Or make that 3rd and 2. High snap, quarterback keeper, straight ahead. That's going to move the chains, and that'll probably be it for this ball game. Minute 10, and the clock is rolling in a 1st and 10 for the Apaches, as they should be able to pretty much run out this clock here. And again, Fairview can take their time here. As we are under a minute. They'll take it easy. So with 40 seconds, I don't know, they may need to do one more snap. We'll see. The official timing. But this will do it, and we'll just have to tick off the last few seconds. And there you go. Got 6 seconds, we'll count them down, and that'll be it. It'll be all over but the shouting. Time expires, and this one goes to the Apaches. They travel to Hicksville for a junior high contest and take home the W, 22-14. Our final score. Hey, a big thank you once again to Mrs. Chamberlain, the athletic director for the junior high, making sure we were able to get into the press box. We appreciate that. Thanks also to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com, underwriting our football coverage. But with that, we're going to wrap it up. Once again, final score tonight, junior high football action. It's the Apaches beating the Aces, 22-14, the final score. For Brian Williams running the iPad Pro camera, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you a good night and good sports.